one gun, two eyes to the chopper, true lies. I'ma spin it 2 times. Hoorah.
Okay. Segue.
New era.
Summer Madness coming.
It is? When is it?
I can't say.
Is it in the summertime?
Yeah,
It's summertime, yeah.
It's concluding.
It's coming time.
It's not gonna win it this time.
Okay. It's not
We
November.
can start with the battles. We can start with the conversation we was having earlier. You know what I mean? Now we can finally double back. They announced Reed Dollaz versus Murder Mook. John the Don versus Sue Surf. And the rest, you know, is to be determined, to be announced.
The great liberator.
That's a fact, you know what I'm saying? That's how we doing.
Look, you see him?
Alright.
The Jaegerist.
Alright.
For the Jaegerists, man.
Back to the conversation though. Pardon us. Anime is like, but the conversation was that the new class, the new era, not class, should be having the plates. We shouldn't reward the guys that's been sitting down throughout the hard times of the pandemic. You don't build the kitchen, right?
And then I
Get the stove working. You have your whole crew work with you for a whole year,
and order out.
and then they outsource the work
Yeah.
to somebody else.
It's a slap in the face.
But if they do that and they call Chef Ramsay, that's okay.
No, it's not okay.
Yes, it is.
But
not
hold
okay.
on, in that equation, who's
It's
Chef
not
Ramsay?
okay. You know,
Only
because
one person has Lux.
Let me tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why it's not a great business model and it's not good. It's not highly sustainable over the long term.
Okay.
Because every revolution that has ever happened occurred from the working class, aka the labor. When you have a gross disparity between the ones who got the big money and the ones who are poor, usually what's gonna happen is the people that are in the middle, they're gonna revolt. You can't have a situation where you have niggas feeling underappreciated who are the sole reason for why the ship stays afloat. You gotta make sure you take care of them niggas. Not only that, what message are you actually sending people if you're saying you're gonna work hard, you're gonna do everything you've done, you're gonna put all this work in. We're gonna give you our wholehearted faith until we don't need you no more. What business model like that? How many times?
Isn't that what you're saying that they should do to the guys who paved the way for y'all to get on?
No, because once again, when that's not how that went. It's not that they paved the way for us to go, so that's why we're on. We still had to put work in.
Right, but
No, I'm not done. We still had to put work in. So in the time where they abandoned you and they didn't give you the quality showings that you needed to keep it going, who did? You acting like it's not based on this isn't an opinion based thing. The majority
Nigga talk like how he rap.
The majority-
He like this. You do that in the back. Like,
Nah, I do this in the battle.
you know what I'm saying? And then you do this
That's
too.
the jump.
You put it away. You put it away. This is what you do this. How many times you do this? You put it away.
Put it here, then push it to the side for emphasis.
You don't talk how they
push it to
rap.
the emphasis.
It's an emphasis,
So I'm
this and
saying
that.
I'm practicing.
go ahead, I'm listening.
So my point is that the foundation of it, if you look and you just keep it 100, the majority of the great and outstanding performances during this time, with the exclusion of a couple, of course there are always aberrations,
Right.
have been from what class? They've come from what era? They've come from a certain particular group of niggas who are getting paid a certain way. And so and the biggest disappointments have come from what class? What era?
Okay.
So my point in saying that is that it'd be one thing if you were getting passable performances. If you were just getting if it was like, yo, this shit ain't good. But even though niggas is present, then it'd be like, oh, these niggas is in the way. We just waiting for the opportunity. What niggas realized was that I require my fan base to be present. I need a crowd in order for me to look like I'm doing better than what I'm doing. So I'ma chill for now. I'ma chill. So as soon as the crowd and the noise come back, because I'm gonna say it if niggas don't know, we're back outside. That's why Summer Madness is a stage event, a big event. It's gonna have a lot of motherfuckers there. So now niggas is coming back when they get the opportunity to rap in front of those people. When they said, I'm to the side for now. I'm not doing this right now. And shout out everyone getting paid. Like, this is not a hating thing. Shout out every nigga that's getting the bag. Shout out every nigga that's getting paid in this. I'm not trying to... What I'm saying is that from a company standpoint, what are we saying about the niggas who put the work in while it was time for the work to be put in? When there was nothing going on, there were no events, there was no outside. What are we saying if we're saying that now we don't really want to see these niggas get the same opportunities on those big stages to do what they've been doing without it? On the first event. Now, I'm not saying niggas get rid of them. The first event that you have outside, what's the first two announcements? Buzz starters.
The ones.
You said what? You said what?
What's the first two announcements? The first time you have an outside event, what's the first two announcements we get?
Mook and Reed and surfing.
And what are they? And what are they for?
They put eyeballs on the screen.
Okay.
So I mean, let's say everything you're saying is right?
Yeah,
You're smart enough to understand this is a business.
absolutely.
So that's why this happening.
Yeah,
Right.
so once again, what type of business are you doing? What are we saying?
A business
What type
employing
of
people.
what type of you business? No, what? So when I say what type,
consumers.
I mean in terms of quality of business. Is this? Do you think that this is something that's like, bro? Do you
Mook
peep that-
versus Reed can be quality.
I'm getting.
And
John
certainly
John
John
versus
John
Equality.
is it. That is going to be, that's going to put more eyeballs on the screen or butts in the seat per se.
Surf is
versus-
gonna do that no matter who you put.
Exactly.
No matter who he battles against.
Exactly.
I
So
said
that-
surf. I said surf.
I understand that, but he has to battle
Surf
somebody.
against John.
Okay.
And
Why-
him versus John John, it has the history. You know what I mean? John John has wanted
It
that
creates
battle for a
hype.
little
The
while.
story sells.
It's easy to do.
versus Reed Dobbs got history as well.
If they would have announced, Real Sick versus
No,
whomever.
but I'm not saying that you announce that. And you can create. This is the thing. This is the thing about it. And we see this. My problem with you all the time is that you know what goes on behind the scene, but you act like you don't when you get on camera.
I have
And then,
to.
but you, no, but you'll
Here we
use it.
go.
No, this is my
Here we
problem. That's my actual problem. I just told him this. I said, yo, you get on camera and act like you don't know
Like, I
exactly
don't
what's
know
going on.
Right.
But you'll also say stupid shit about shit that you're not supposed to say sometimes because to prove your point. So it's like, no. You'll say, I'm not gonna talk about this because I'm not supposed to talk about this and play dumb when you want to prove a point. But then you also say, I'm gonna talk about some shit that I know I shouldn't be talking about
No.
to also prove a point.
I'm using Real Sick as an example. Real Sick is one of the outstanding people from your class, or from the new era. Him and Easy and Lou, I think, in my opinion, are the three that it's like, if I have to do an event and it's like, yo, give me my top three, that's probably where I would go. Any of those guys,
90shop.com, 2 P's.
any of them, I think,
Thank you.
It's
if
called frequency when you
I'm
saying yeah.
familiar.
if you announce them
I say sweatpants all
as
the time.
one of
This guy.
the
We not selling sweatpants though. My fault. Go ahead.
y'all.
He do this every time.
It's all right. I understand. It's business. I just think that the bottom line is this: when you talk about business and the fact that it's a big, the first big stage event, I think that what they should do is give two of the top two of the new era
That's not
guys.
enough.
Fuck out of here. You're wilding.
That's not enough.
Fuck outta
That's
here.
what I think.
No, you're wilding.
Because
You're wilding. Because now you're not
It's
not
six
talking.
spots.
You're
It's
not
six
talking
spots.
long term sustainable. You're talking
no,
right now.
exactly. But that's what I have
not,
to deal with.
No, that's not what you have to. Yo, how you going? You don't. That's why you'll never run a successful business.
No.
You can't run. You can't say, okay, today I'm going to do something that's going to compromise my next year. You can't do that.
No, but sir,
That's what you're doing.
No, those big names bring all the people back right now.
And then what happens when the shit is ass?
Some of these battles have been, some of
What
these guys
happens when
have
it's shit-
been ass in front of
so
2,000
what if it's
people,
not ass?
but they still
That's great.
draw.
That's
They
great.
still draw.
Viewership.
Right,
What we're talking about.
and the guys that the new
And
era
not saying it's
guys,
gonna be ass. I'm not saying that's
right,
gonna be
the
ass.
new era guys. Respect to them. They haven't put no asses in the seats
You're
per
great.
se.
No, so that's
They haven't.
But how do you do that? It's my point. See,
Right,
that's
so
what I'm
you
saying.
build it up so you get one or
That's
two
my-
of them.
No, you don't. You don't. See.
They just did it with no.
Shit in the air. No, it wasn't.
did it
It
with
wasn't
no.
one or two niggas.
No, that's what I'm saying.
It wasn't one or two niggas. How many niggas was on no?
10 of them. You get
How many niggas was on no?
10 of y'all.
How many knew there was
It
more
was
than
10
that?
of y'all.
It was man. It was more than
It
that.
was Lou,
Lou, Sick, Jay, Fonz,
Loso, Jerry West. I mean, if you count Jerry.
all right, so then,
Definitely.
then
So
all right, so
All
there's
the-
16 of them.
You count all the niggas who are even Danny kind of counts because he's not a regular.
Geechee counts, Nitty counts.
Absolutely.
So 16 of them. So the only people we exclude is Tay-Rock
You
and
know
Chilla.
Geechee Nitty gonna get played.
No, that's not the point. You see, they're not mainstay niggas that have been here for a while, and they're still giving you great performances, and they're outside regularly. The problem isn't the problem. See, y'all missing what I'm saying. I'm not saying get rid of everybody. I'm saying niggas who were infrequently around, who specifically left because there's no crowds, and now as soon as you got the crowds, now niggas want to pop back up,
I think I
this
catch
is
the wave.
and this is the problem. Nah,
I catch the
it's not even a castigate Surf specifically. I'm not hating on no Surf. That's not what it is. What I'm saying is that because Surf is a nigga that he tried. He definitely tried twice. He tried to come out. He realized that it wasn't for him, but he tried to come outside. I'm not mad at that. I'm saying the niggas specifically that didn't come outside. The matchups. I'm saying that you reward the niggas.
Well, hold on.
And the way I'm saying you reward. You have to, in order for you to get to the point where those niggas put those butts in the seats. You got to build profiles.
Agreed.
No matter what happens, and the way you build profiles is by giving niggas
Opportunities.
That's it. You can't.
And marketing.
Facts. So and part of that marketing is the
I
whole
can do that without battles.
So I do it all the time. Niggas hate me because
but
of
they
how
tune
well
in
I
to
do
see.
it without
I
the
can
battle.
do it for them
Because I
without
do-
battles.
But they're not gonna hire you because they're expensive. So my point is. So my point is.
Shut his mic
He's
off.
Summer
expensive.
Madness, the new era. Oh, I'm still in my head on.
He's
I'm building it
expensive.
up.
You guys, it's
I'm
true.
building. I got
Yo, the same.
It's
You see how we?
oh,
You see. Now watch this. Now watch this. You see how quick? You see how quick we dropped that new era trailer? It lost some steam because we
The
haven't
Civil
done
War
it.
joint?
Civil War trailer.
Right.
And you see how quickly the conversation started of who they want to see battle. They don't know who's gonna battle. Imagine if they did that with Summer Madness. Imagine if they dropped the same budget. This is me paying for shit out of, or us paying for shit out of pocket. Imagine if this them putting their machine on and they say, we're gonna put a trailer out, we're gonna keep a mysterious part of it. We're not gonna let everything, we're gonna drop and they actually build it up the way that they want to build. If we're being honest, because I said we say shit that we're not supposed to say. Niggas go for whatever the league tells them. Whatever niggas put in front of you is what niggas go for. It's just, and it's you know why it's a fact? Because you said that you've been getting poor performances from niggas, but every time they come on, you guess what you do? You click on it. Because you're used to these names, and they're telling you these are the names you click for.
Yeah, because we hate you like them too.
That's my point, but point is, once again, you still do it, even though you know it's no logic attached there. If I know this nigga has been asked repeatedly, why am I clicking on what he does?
Did you watch the Mayweather fight?
No, it's how it's pitched. It's how it's packaged. You're choosing to package the easy shit. You're choosing to package the shit that you know is the most
Yeah,
easy
but they
to
don't have a
consume.
marketing team. I have a
Speak to it.
intensive-
Speak to it.
Intensive marketing.
Speak to it.
I've said it already.
And that's so you're saying that there's an error there. There's errors being made because they don't
I
have.
said they're avoiding Phil, Jay Black, and shout out to you all
So
these
once
guys.
again, the point in it
You know
that
what I
I'm
mean?
making is that in order for you to build niggas to that point, if you really want to reward niggas for what they've done in that
And I
time,
say that 'cause
then
they're
you
too
help
busy.
build their profile.
They're too busy.
They got a lot of shit going on.
and
You help
so-
build their profile.
and
you don't put 2 of them on there because that's not enough niggas. It's 16 niggas.
Right.
It's 16 new niggas
And,
that have been
and,
holding
and,
down.
and there's
That's
20 more fucking events. That's what I'm
It's
saying.
not 20 more Summer Madnesses, is what I'm saying. It's not 20 more. There's
So how
there's
many
not
of
20
them should be
more
on
first. There's not no 20 more first. You're focusing on all the wrong shit.
No,
You keep
it's-
focusing on numbers. I'm not saying none of that.
Right,
I'm
because
not.
you build profile. It's easier to build the profile of 2 people than it is 16.
And then what do you,
At one
and then
time.
what does that benefit you when you create 2 superstars as opposed to 16? What does that benefit?
You're not gonna create 16 superstars. You're not. It's not gonna happen. It's not. It is not. It is
Not
not.
overnight. You can't create 2 superstars
By
overnight.
If Civil
You can't do-
War was Summer Madness,
If you put 16 niggas and they all go crazy, yeah. If you put 16 niggas and they all
That's
go
if
crazy,
they go crazy.
yeah. So 4 niggas are gonna fuck up. Logistically, 4 niggas are gonna. It's gonna be some damage.
I think-
It's gonna happen.
I think-
But you won't know until niggas do it.
But hold on. Realistically, I think there could be a compromise. I think people don't actually
That's
know what
what-
compromise means.
that's where I'm at with it.
And that's what I'm.
That's what I'm at
When you
with.
say you
Definition
put,
of compromise.
when you say you-
compromise means if they want to go all stars or not all stars, but vets or people with the higher buzz name, compromise that by putting in a easy that did well and
Sick.
a
Real
sick that
sick.
did well.
Luke
Castro,
Castro.
anyway.
Luke Castro, anybody that was on the known that did well, you can move them over now to SM. So compromise it in that way.
I'm
You know what I mean?
A-okay with that. But the problem is, how do you, if you take all of them, Yeezy did great.
Hold on, the problem that you have here, you don't want them to battle each other.
No. Why would they battle each other?
And that's the thing.
It's not
So
a thing.
now,
It's not
now,
a
you,
thing.
now
It's
you,
not a
gotta-
thing.
you have to give them a name that people that's undeserving to your status.
It's not undeserving.
But usually these names haven't been working throughout.
You
the years.
mean they're undeserving in terms of warrant, but in terms of profile they are deserving because that's why they get in the card anyway. Because they're not deserving. If we're judging by work, they're not deserving of the card anyway.
What you would do is like Sousa versus John John, exit out. Put Surf there. Put John
and
John
put John
there.
John there.
And put
Surf against Easy. Put John John against and this is
That's what you're
example,
saying.
against Real Sick.
I'm
Absolutely.
getting to the problem. Okay.
Yeah.
Build their profile.
Rookies
show
versus
that they if niggas say they're not ready to carry the show them.
Did you
That's
have
what
Rookies
Rookies versus vets.
No.
Do a real Rookies versus vets.
New era versus
on,
vets.
Right. On.
Don't duck. See when you proceed, and this is
You
why
label it
this is
that?
why you not gonna run no successful business. It's right
I
here.
disagree.
You don't
I-
label it
if-
that. You don't label it
No,
that
you
because
know what I'm saying.
once you
No.
label it that, that's what niggas gonna say it is.
No, but
But they,
what I'm
they
saying,
you don't want them
I'm
to say
saying
that.
They said
the
about
point
they
of
said
it.
about Nom though.
Yeah,
Right, that's
let
what
them
I'm
say
saying.
it.
Right, yeah.
Let them. You don't say it.
Don't put it out.
You don't say it.
Right, but so
and you know
I'm
that.
saying it as that's what it is. We call it whatever. We can call it Civil War.
No,
we call it
Summer
whatever.
Madness. We call it Summer Madness.
Right. Whatever you call it.
Summer
But
Madness.
it needs to be. But the thing is, I think that it's you also run the risk that if you give them some of those Surf, respectfully, Surf fan base, he is a rock star. It's gonna be near impossible for one of the newer guys to beat Surf in front of 2,000 people.
That's not the point. You build everyone.
If they
builds
go
a
up there and get
profile
their
that way.
ass kicked,
They're not. If they're good, and if they are, that's fine. You still get the opportunity. Niggas are excited to
stage
see,
is
and this
dangerous,
comes,
too.
and
That's
this
a
also
fact.
comes from marketing, building
These niggas about to
storylines,
get superpowers up.
building storylines, man. Building
Listen, I
storylines.
already know.
Them niggas about to get superpowers.
I can't wait.
up there.
I
The
hope-
Mac Wave.
I'm gonna say this.
The Mac box away.
I think that there are a lot of the new era guys that deserve a look in front of a huge crowd.
Can't get it if you got these other niggas on the card.
Right, but you also
I said,
can't
let
put
the
all
people
of them up
decide.
there
Let
as
the people
well.
decide.
And
And what you
on the
said,
right
I like
track.
too. Goods. I like Goods versus Easy. I like that.
Had that battle. I'm gonna keep it real.
That's
I don't
fine.
mind. I don't mind rookies battling each other. I just don't because I know what it's gonna look like.
Well,
If-
first of all, let's stop using the word rookies because y'all not rookies.
Okay,
I can say
I
newer
don't
ones.
mind. I don't mind the newer guys battling one another. I'm just saying that I know that from a selling standpoint, if there's no history there, it looks great.
90shop.com with
See
two
that.
P's.
Jaeger.
With two P's. Eddie
You see
Yeager.
it.
Go ahead, my fault, man.
You
Control.
see it. You see it.
Frequency.
You know what I'm saying?
Smart,
So that's my thing is that just from a standpoint, and it's also from a morale standpoint. Morale is important when you're dealing with people.
Agreed.
Morale is important, and if you want to keep the people's morale up to a certain degree,
And that's why they're gonna announce three
have
of the
to.
new era people, 3 or 4, and it's
yeah, it's not. It's just like I said, over the long term, what you trying to do?
I think that you have my personal opinion, my
But
business
hold on,
plan.
Loso said, so now if we go to, he's new era, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the fact that a lot of y'all got on the card, he's like, oh, you get it known. You get it known. Everybody getting known, like, it's
Say
kind
you
of,
diminishing the value of it.
that's basically what he said.
Okay, so just because you don't have to have a car with that many motherfuckers, is what he's saying. That's what he's saying. It's not, but the caffeine era is.
I say split it up. If they want to do all vets, all those type of names, compromise it. No actual definition of compromise, by the way. And split it up. Like, you can do 7 battles. If y'all was trying to go for 10
7.
on known,
seven,
7 battles.
7 at the most. 7 at the most.
And it gives you a way to give 3 or 4 of the new era guys. Like, Goods versus Easy's a fire-ass battle.
It's not happening right now.
So Goods
So
versus
it's Chess
Easy.
versus Easy. There's
Chess
a lot of
versus
fire
Easy.
battles.
Good thing.
You know what I'm saying? Ab versus Sick can happen. They don't have to battle each other, but
They
they've
can
been
battle
talking,
each other.
so they can battle each
I've got
other.
a little bit of it, man.
So now you have about 4 or 5 new era guys on there.
What do you do? And this is where I think the major problem comes in.
Is what?
What do you do with the mid-tier guys who also put in their work, but they don't have the buzz because they've
They
been
didn't
around?
carry us through.
That's what are we rewarding? Okay, listen. We're being honest. We're being honest.
Because the mid-tier guys, they surely put in the work. It was just on the app as opposed to on caffeine, and that's what kept that's where they at.
What mid-tier guys?
Ryder,
Danger Zone.
Danger Zone,
All respect
Don
to everybody.
Right.
We're talking about Summer Madness. We're talking about Summer Madness specifically.
Okay.
What do you mean by that?
So you get your guys who were in the Ultimate Madness tournament,
Which one?
either one, who didn't win.
And put
They
them on
deserve a Summer Madness slot.
They
But
deserve a Summer Madness slot.
easy, right?
He wasn't here. What you mean that didn't win? He didn't. He said the last one.
No, either one. You can pick either
Three
Ultimate
tournaments.
Madness.
3 tournaments.
Well, we know Geechee and what you call it, they deserve it and have been on previous ones.
If they want SM, they
So-
can have it. That's
Yeah, how about we can take them out the equation because they
they said
They're
it.
on Summer
If they
Madness.
said
They're absolutely-
if they
But
said
they
they
have
want
to
to battle,
match
so there you go.
they
So now
want
that's
to battle each
4
other.
battles.
They let it happen.
That's
Again,
4
3
battles.
battles. Of them. That'd be
Yeah,
fire too. That'd be fire.
they let it happen again. I want to battle Geechee again.
I'm here for it.
Fuck it.
I'm tuned in. I'm
You
tuned
think
in.
smacking on can say no right now?
Nigga, I gave you that 75K and you did so I can see it now.
You lost it to a stripper.
Yeah, right?
That's Geechee.
That's surely Geechee.
Immediately tell what he did with the money. Nigga, you spent all that money on
Oh,
cigarettes and be like,
Damn, I don't need smoke, bruh.
I should put you in a ditch. You spent that on a stripper?
oh.
Nigga, you
Use
was
a
a bitch.
Bro, the way he
That's what
said
he
to
took.
the way he said to use the bitch up,
It hit him.
bro, that was crazy.
Yeah.
He was like, matter of fact, nigga, use a bitch. He
That's a cheat code, dog.
That nigga is a different nigga.
Every time he do it, he did John shit. He did this. Like she ate it. They said, "Nigga, you was a bitch." I'll follow y'all.
Alright, so yeah, you saying the problem.
Just saying that when you talk about, so what do you
Those
tell?
don't deserve Summer Madness.
So you tell them that, and now you're in the same situation.
Yes.
Because you now have a
No.
group of disgruntled employees.
We're being realistic, bro. We know who deserves. I don't deserve a Summer Madness right now. I'm speaking on behalf of niggas, and I
You
ain't
don't, you,
saying.
don't, you don't feel that way.
But you're not. But
I
you're not.
genuinely
You don't feel that way.
I 100,000%
But
feel like
you're
there's no
represent-
way
I'm gonna talk
right
to my
now,
camera, y'all.
right now,
Talk
as
to
of
the
today,
camera.
that I, Asa Mean, deserve a fucking Summer Madness.
So let's think about. Hold up. You
Absolutely.
arguably beat John at home.
Not on URL.
It doesn't matter. But that was at
A month
home.
from now, a month and a half from now, you don't feel like you deserve that, son?
I got another battle.
Okay.
You know what you're doing.
I got another battle.
saying right now though, but you know he's doing the game. He know what he's doing.
Oh, so he got-
know what he's doing.
he do
He know
something
what he's
in
doing.
between now and
If
He
then.
know
I
what
get
he's doing.
crazy, if I
You
get,
know what he doing.
if I body Jims, if I beat John, arguably debatable, whatever you want to call it. If I had a great battle with John at his league,
Right.
I body Jims and I body my next opponent on caffeine, then we can talk.
You are alive through caffeine.
We can talk. You are alive through caffeine. We can talk then. We can talk then.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? We can talk then. But and I'm saying that to say that you got to be realistic. There's niggas that been here for a long time who don't deserve Summer Madness right now. And that's my point. Longevity and seniority do not trump work.
Right. But
They don't
None
trump
has
work.
been putting in work the entire pandemic.
What do you battle?
Not JC, guy who deserves a Summer Madness.
Battle Rodder.
JC
You got-
the
You battle Questionable Cody.
JC has been on
JC.
many Summer
I
Madness.
said right. I don't give a fuck
But
if
yes,
you've been on. Just because you've been on Summer Madness,
yes,
don't
he
mean you
does
deserve
deserve
it.
it because JC been putting in work.
But how do you say who deserved to be on it then? You saying because you're saying like I feel like you fighting for the entire
I'm saying
era.
profile.
Profile
Profile
what?
and work. Profile and work.
So
Profile
people who
and work
need
combination.
profile-
No. People
Okay.
who have the profile currently,
Uh-huh.
that if you put them on a big
when you
card.
put it that way, we all agree on that because we already saying the easiest six and who else.
Yeah, that's what I
I'm
said.
saying,
And the
we
niggas
all-
that-
we
but the
argue,
nigg-
we all agree with each
No,
other.
we don't agree with each other.
Right, no,
I'm saying,
the difference
you're
is-
saying he's saying put surf and all. He's saying he wants those niggas on the card. I'm saying fuck them niggas and not no specific individual.
This is a more detailed.
Not specific, though.
Fuck the
It's
best.
It's really, it's really a paradox.
For like a year
Nah,
ago.
It
fuck the
really
best.
is.
It's not.
It
That's
really
like you
is.
break
Nah.
down the
It really is
because the science a while.
If you take Surf and John, so Joe Fan, who's been a fan of battle rap and who has wanted to see Surf and John for some years,
Put them on the next big event.
you put them
On the next big event. It's the
so
first one.
You put them on a card together, not battling each other, and it's the first one. And I'm
Yes.
Joe Fan,
Yes.
who that
Yes.
I'm mad about that.
No, you're not.
Yes, I
You're
am.
But you're gonna watch it. I don't give a fuck what
Right,
you're
no,
talking about. You're gonna watch it.
you're
So that's
right.
my point. We're talking viewership. I don't give a fuck if you're mad. You're gonna watch it.
But you draw
Hold
in
the fuck.
more eyeballs.
Oh, you said, hold on.
He said that Joe Fan, if you got Surf and John on the same card but they're not battling each other, he's gonna be mad. He's not. You didn't even know that this battle. You didn't give a fuck about this battle until they announced it.
No.
You didn't know. You didn't know
That's
this shit was
what
gonna
I'm
happen.
You still have surfing on the card and John on the card.
He's
you don't
talking.
watch it.
He's
Right,
talking.
but they're
He's saying
battling
he's not.
somebody
He said
else.
he's gonna be mad about, it, but he's gonna
All
watch
right.
it.
If
But the
they're
battle rap fans will be mad regardless.
But it don't
That's
matter
true.
what you do.
That is
That's literally
true.
what I'm about to say. That's literally what I'm about to say. It don't matter what you
That
can
is
have.
true,
You
too.
can have Surf
You
versus
got-
Lux, the run back. They be like, oh, for the crowd.
Why we get a run back?
Why we get him? We don't need no run back. He washed him.
That's me. I'm mad.
He washed
I don't
him.
know,
It's
I'm
Surf
mad.
and Lux.
You give him extra chance for what?
Wait. I know he mad
That's all
because
he want. Why
in
you
front of
give
a
him a
crowd.
He know he about to die.
Yeah, he said.
You know,
don't know that.
love
We
it
don't know
hood.
that. We don't know that.
Love it hood.
Oh,
Lux good everywhere.
I sure
That's it.
was
That's it.
my
Shout out
bad.
Lux too.
Love
So
it.
how many people in the room? Oh yeah,
Never
my
bet.
bet
I
off.
don't bet that.
That bet off, bro.
Kiss my ass.
He's like, why? Why you don't take bet off? Because there's 7 people in the room.
4 people, including the
And you
staff.
one of them.
Including the
Wait,
staff.
and you one of them.
Yeah, he in there going crazy. Yeah! He in there making these faces. Yeah!
Fire. Beloved.
Fire!
Anyway, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're bugging. There's so many
I
ways I can shoot down everything y'all saying, but I'm not gonna say on camera. Everything y'all saying, well, you.
I
You're
disagree.
saying the bugging.
I just feel like
No,
just-
because business wise, it doesn't make sense. Like,
But it does.
It doesn't.
It does.
It doesn't.
It does. It's
It doesn't.
easier to build 2 stars than 16
But
at one
that's
point in
not.
time.
But no, it's,
At one event.
You're
it's
not
easier.
getting it because
I am.
that's how they ended up in this situation in the first place. It's doing exactly that. Exactly what you're saying about.
If Corona
That's how you end
doesn't
up in this
happen,
situation.
respect to the new era, you're probably right. We don't
No,
have
no.
16
Y'all
people
talking in
on
circles,
those.
man.
No, it don't matter. It don't matter. Corona's not with that all saying that these niggas.
I'm not
don't-
refuting that.
Nah, we're not refuting whether or not these niggas belong on big cars. I'm refuting the fact from a business standpoint of you building new stars. I don't think that them niggas. I think that the niggas who held it down and have been responsible for the ship staying afloat. I think that they should get the first crack at being on the big
The
event.
caffeine shit.
No, it's not the caffeine shit.
Because the
It's
app
URL
guys,
shit. There's no.
no, what I'm saying is the guys who've been on caffeine holding it down.
remember why you're on caffeine. You earned to be on caffeine. Niggas ain't on caffeine. It's not meritocracy. Niggas ain't.
That's a.
Everybody earn it?
Everybody, huh?
Everybody earn it?
To be on caffeine.
Yeah, all of them. They start the first caffeine event other than Genesis was not. I mean, Genesis, none of them was on there. The next one was the tournament.
Because there was nothing else going on, and the tournament was gonna happen either way. It just happened to be on caffeine because they had the.
So they didn't earn their way on the caffeine.
Yes,
They were a victim of circumstance.
No, you're fucking lying to the people. You're talking, the niggas, it was nobody that was, you're talking from a biased standpoint. Nobody that was on UM1 or any UM was a nigga that wasn't known or putting on work on URL already. They was getting rewarded for it. And it was and the whole effort for it was to build niggas' profiles. That was the whole point.
Who was on UM2?
UM2 was Holmes
That was established
and
niggas. Danny Myers, Ryder,
the
Mike
mid-tiers.
It was established niggas.
UM1
was niggas who were new, who had put in work either in the PGs or on URL already. Not one person who was on there hadn't put in work. Not one person. Name one nigga.
But if that's the case, damn near everybody had a couple of PGs and stuff like that.
No. Them niggas had put in work.
We are at an impasse.
You're wrong.
We're not.
You're definitely.
It's a matter of opinion.
It was niggas that couldn't get. It was niggas that couldn't get on UM that wanted to get on UM because no one knew them. Niggas that was on UM, I was on UM. Bad News, I had already battled some Impact and Volume. Swamp turned it down. Bad News was on there. Bad News had a 1 million view battle with Tay Rock. What the fuck are you talking? Rubando had broke the building with Kid Chaos. He had two drops. What Jada Nightwing? I battled Jada Nightwing. We main evented an event together. What are you? We were established, nigga.
You lost though.
I lost to who?
To Jay lost.
But he main evented it. My point is he had put work in. He got to main.
Survivor Series Maryland.
It was Survivor Series. Yeah, he main evented event. He got the chance to main event event because he had put work. You don't just main event that level. You don't main. It was Swamp and Don Marino, and it was me and Jada Nightwing. What are you talking about? Everybody that was on that card had done something.
Right.
Everybody.
But so at that point in time, they were the people who deserved the caffeine shot.
They hold on. First off, caffeine wasn't even a shot.
Everybody deserved
Caffeine
UM2.
Caffeine wasn't a shot then.
No,
it was a lot of niggas that turned it down. Remember that? There was a lot of niggas that didn't want to do UM2 because the money wasn't enough. It was for the risk.
Right.
Niggas didn't want to do it. So the niggas that you could get the problem
and the judge situation.
with UM1, most of the niggas that you had in UM1 wanted an opportunity. It wasn't about the money. It wasn't about nothing. It was about being seen. The only game in town at the time was caffeine. There was nothing being booked. There was nothing being booked.
I hope so.
So all them young niggas is about to be in there crazy. Them niggas about to be in there getting crazy.
Everything's about to be lit.
Them niggas about to be in there getting crazy.
I hope they bring the energy that we had in UM1 because I think in UM1 to your point, all of those guys were hungry. All of those guys wanted to try to build a fan base and display their talents to a larger audience. So I hope that with UM4, I don't know who's in it or anything like that, but I hope that those guys take advantage of that and they look back. That's the main thing.
And all them niggas that's UM4
you were in UM1, right?
All them niggas earned it.
You was in one.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you get the UM1 guys, and I mean we can talk about this off camera if you prefer, but do you get them together to kind of coach the guys that the newer guys who may be in the next tournament and say, listen guys, like if you're trying to build your
no shit like that. You talk to who you talk to. Niggas ain't teammates.
Okay.
Niggas call it like if you know somebody, you talk to them. The niggas that I know that's in the tournament, I'm going to give them advice.
Okay.
Every nigga that I know, I personally know. If a nigga reaches out to me, I'll give him. I don't have no problem giving no nigga advice.
Yeah.
But we don't get together as no team.
No, that's more so what I mean.
No pep speech like, yo, y'all niggas got a great opportunity on your hands. You just gotta take it. No, we don't do that.
Yeah.
You niggas know what time it is. Get up there and rap good, and you gotta prep fast. Very, very fast. You gotta be ready to battle in 2 weeks again. So get ready to do that. But you're bugging. You're really confused if you think that niggas didn't. After niggas that could have been on UM1, that there were niggas that were more able that could have been on UM1 that needed a profile bit. Like you're bugging. There was off. And the crazy thing is, most of the niggas that you didn't see that you might think
the talk show, yeah.
They declined it. They declined it.
Right. I might change this to Champion Network.
You should.
What I was saying wasn't. It was more so just a matter of the fact that they got there. They held us down through the caffeine shows, so people were seeing them every other week. But you had people who were battling on the app, every other week. They weren't seen on caffeine. It's not.
Hold on. There weren't a ton of Apovind.
90shop.com.
At the very beginning.
No, they
correct.
weren't.
Anime
There
is
weren't no
like-
Apovind. There weren't no
But
Apovind.
toward the second half of the year, it was.
That's
Toward
the second, but you gotta understand the tournament started in May.
Right. So from like, what was it? What was it?
There was March when COVID kicked in. It
Right.
was nothing. From March until
May.
first.
No, it wasn't that late, was it?
What, the first Apovind?
No. Yeah, the first half of it was in May. Or
Where was
or
that?
June.
Where was that at? Who was on that?
Wasn't it in North Carolina? I mean,
Who was on that? Where was that at? Where was it at?
I want to say it was in North Carolina when you had the.
There was no Apovind in no fucking North Carolina at the same time as we was having caffeine.
When,
It was only caffeine. It was
So
only
when,
caffeine.
when Chess Battle, what you call them? What was that?
Just about who?
B Magic. Wasn't that Chess and B Magic? Wasn't that in North
Wasn't,
Carolina?
that was okay. It was full caffeine. They were shooting promo for no. That was full caffeine. They were shooting pro. That's why they had the battle. They were shooting promo. That was for Ultimate
Well,
Madness 2.
that was
That was for Ultimate Madness 2. That was the week I battled Fonz.
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
Ultimate Madness 2, and so they had them there, and they just happened to throw. It wasn't no event.
Chess and B Magic?
That wasn't an event.
It wasn't.
It wasn't an event, my nigga.
I thought it was.
No,
I thought it was
you
another
wrong.
battle though.
You're bugging. We
Either
held
way,
it down,
alright,
nigga.
Cool, y'all did.
We held it down,
for,
nigga.
For 12 weeks.
No, it
Congratulations.
wasn't 12 weeks. Stop. See, you see.
How many weeks? Every other week.
This is shit I be talking about.
It's every other week until
right.
noon.
You're
That's
right.
6 weeks
You're
times
right.
2. That's
You're right.
12 weeks.
You're right.
It's exactly 12 weeks.
You're
I
right.
can surely count that.
It wasn't
if you want
12. It wasn't though.
Yes, it was.
It
It,
wasn't.
surely was.
No, what I'm telling you is it wasn't. There was no other events. Is what I'm telling you. So as long as
No, we're in agreement on that.
As long as-
UM1 ended at noon. That's what I'm saying.
but it was no more events. I'm
Right,
telling you, all
so
the
for
caffeine, the
12
same niggas you
weeks,
talking about, the niggas
right,
held it down.
for 12 weeks.
The niggas took the risk. It was
That's what I'm saying.
We was an
For
experiment.
12
Niggas don't even
weeks.
remember we was an experiment. Niggas didn't even know. Niggas didn't even know what to do. Niggas was practicing. Niggas did not know how to have a clue how to stream the event. If they didn't know when to cut the black didn't know when he was on screen. Niggas didn't know what was going on. They was trying shit with us. What are you talking about?
The
Nigga,
judges talking. We in the room.
That was
quiet.
it's a pristine, it's a million dollar production.
No more.
Look, they go black. They got black eyes. You bugging.
All we had to
You
be.
bugging.
12 weeks.
Bro, you're bugging.
12 weeks.
Listen, this conversation ain't gonna stop. That's between y'all two.
You don't know
It's
shit.
a running in
I
circle.
know there was 12
You don't
weeks.
know.
I know
I'll be
that
running in
much.
circle with this conversation. You know what I'm
You
saying?
don't know shit.
Anything else y'all want to talk about? Y'all good?
No, just
90 Shop, Eminence this weekend or next weekend.
I want this shit
OSBL.
in black though. I ain't go from black.
That's not Rengoku.
I'm saying, you say you got in the car.
I said I have a white Rengoku in the car.
So I'm
I don't
saying
have
with a
black
black one.
Yeah, I know. I know.
So he's just telling you some random shit.
I wasn't giving that to him. That's not hit for him.
Oh.
That's not hit. He said, "Yo, I got a black." I said, "No, I got a white one." I didn't tell him that. He asked me. I said, "I got a white one."
Shout out to Eminence, OSBL.
Eminence, OSBL, KMM next Sunday. It's on
KMM.
pay per view.
Yeah.
Check it out. Dot
Shout out
versus
KMM.
Sheed. Dot versus Sheed on that card.
Yeah.
Cuban versus Sneezy
Is
Bo.
that at the normal spot?
I don't know. Dot versus Sneezy Bo. Sneezy Bo versus Cuban. And Dot versus She happens, man. Merlin shit, we in there, man. That shit gonna be crazy, man. Check that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody at home, be safe. Anwar still don't know shit. You know
Shout out to the new era.
don't know shit.
I
Nah,
sure
he's a
hope-
hate
I hope-
nigga. He's a
no,
hate nigga.
I hope that
He's a hate
y'all
nigga with
all
bad
able.
perspective. He's a hate nigga. He's a hating nigga and he got a horrible. Yo, he's a hating nigga and his perspective is horrible. It's not even. It'd be one thing if he had a good perspective, he had right information. He don't even know the fuck. He's talking about I thought that was an event with Dot. No, it wasn't. It wasn't no fucking event. He don't even know what the fuck he talking about. He was talking. He wants to refute the point. And that's it.
Tell Rusick to watch out, yo.
The whole point.
Tell Rusick to chill out, man. I don't want.
Not
I
enough.
don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Not
want.
enough. bro.
Rusick, chill out, man.
Those things gonna rip
I
your
see you
goddamn
out here.
shoulder
Stop
off.
playing me, real sick. It's a little different. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
say, show him what the work like. Be
You know what
like,
I'm
man,
saying?
show him
Like,
what.
you've been battling too much, nigga. Well, I've been working. You've been battling too much. You understand me? So
What you
chill
been
out.
working?
Chill out, sick.
What you work with?
Stop playing me, sick. Relax, sick.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not Danny Myers, but I'm not Danny. Sick. Chill out, man. Get that. They're covering the whole. They can't even see the horse. They can't see the rest. They can't see Ace. You know
Like
what
a zoom
I'm
in
saying?
camera.
You understand? That's all they can see is
The
this.
24-inch pythons.
That's all they can see
What
is
you gonna
this.
do, brother? That's what you about to ask.
What you gonna do, brother?
You said the what?
What you gonna do?
24-inch pythons. That's what he said. Yeah.
Yo, you said the what, bro?
Yo, your man. Your man said
Yo.
something.
I don't care. I'm gonna quote Hulk Hogan. I don't give a fuck. You be
What
mad.
did
all
he
you
say,
want.
bro?
Your man said something else.
He said the what?
Yeah, that's
No,
what Hulk Hogan
he wants a
said.
24-inch snake?
No.
That's what he just
Hulk
said,
Hogan.
yo.
Come on, brother.
Thanks.
You want a
brother.
24-inch snake, brother?
Real sick, chill out,
trying.
man.
I ain't no
I don't wanna
you
bump
want a
into you at the event,
24-inch
sick.
snake.
I'm
I don't want
saying,
no
rock what you
parts of that shit.
I rock with you, sick. I got muscle milk too. Chill out. I got muscle milk too. Don't look at me like that. I got muscle milk too. We're not on that type. You know what I'm saying? Relax. Champion, we here.
Saying what? Niggas that saying stuff ain't saying much. Prayers up, you believe in God, or you ain't pray enough. Say for what? Your blood getting spilled in the name of us. I train the pups, show them the rope so they can hang you up. His name is what? After we catch a body, don't bring him up. You peacekeeper, meet the peacekeeper, sweeper, make him dust. One shot.